It's been a while since we had a session focusing on training in Chennai OutSystems user group, and we have only been doing technical sessions, and yeah, so this is the first time we are doing,
Less
not
technical
the
one.
first time, but a training session. Yeah, at least for this year, this is the first session. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, my
So
goal here with this session is to make it. It will be a light session to talk the motivation of training, how we can grow our talent, and yeah, let's see how it goes.
okay, absolutely, Anna. And maybe in the meantime, while the other participants join, I would like to know how you started with training. What was your journey? Can you please share
My
with us?
journey with training,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
that's actually something I wanted to bring in the introduction to the session.
Okay,
But
okay.
I can start. Yes, I can start from there. I'm in training actually now for 10 years almost. Um, so it was a really a big shift on my career, because I started as a developer, and my background is in IT completely, and I started with OutSystems back in 2008.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, a developer at the time, and yeah, I did my growing on my career to senior developer, to tech lead, scrum master. I managed a few projects, and then I embraced this challenge, initially to become a trainer, and now it really quickly moved to managing training, and that really motivates me to see the community, the ecosystem growing, and help juniors and not that juniors sometimes growing their skills, gaining confidence on what they're doing, and changing some lives and in the process. That's really grateful.
Absolutely, absolutely, Anna. And Anna, one more thing. So if you're planning to, have this conveyed as part of the session, you can, very well let me know. So then I'll just move on to the next question. So, thank you, Anna. And my next question with you will be, how was it back then? When you had started with OutSystems in 2008.
Yes. How was it? So we were on 4.1 version of the platform when
Oh,
I
wow.
started in
Okay.
traditional developer, in OutSystems traditional. Um, yeah, it was for me. It was what I was looking for at the moment, because I finished. I actually was still finishing college at the time when I started working, and I was looking for something that was not traditional coding. Okay,
Okay.
because I wanted to make a difference quickly in the business. I wanted to develop applications, but also to connect with the business and give quick answers. Um, and so OutSystems came up on my came up for me, and I was okay. This is what I wanted to do. This is different. This is uh, the logical thinking, all the basics that I learned on college, but now applied to to quickly apply to the business, quickly to change. And at that time, I always remember I had a teacher at school that uh, told us about agile methodologies, but we learned that like a myth, like something that it wasn't able to be put in practice. And because the majority of the development at that time was done in waterfall, and not following agile methodologies and not taking benefits from that. And I saw that the platform, OutSystems, was able to do that, and that was really interesting to see how I could quickly develop what was requested and change and adapt to the needs. And this was all the journey from that moment when I started with the platform until I was managing projects. That was something that was always really great on the platform. and I like it to see.
Very nice, Anna. I mean, I can clearly see how OutSystems would have transformed the way software was developed back. I mean, and that too in 2008,
Yeah.
it's quite amazing to hear. So,
Yes.
and
Yes.
yeah, right. And I have enabled the presenter mode for all our participants as there are only a handful now.
Mm-hmm.
Mukesh, Mario, Jeevita, Felipe, Sagar, Abhishek, Uday, Jayasai, and Abhishek again. I see a couple of participants who had already attended our previous session here. So thank you, team, for joining the session on time. So now that we have some time, maybe we I would really be happy if you can introduce yourself. Maybe where you are working and how many years of experience do you have with OutSystems. That would be really helpful if you are willing to. So anyone, would you like to introduce yourself to us? Okay, yeah, please, Abhishek, please. Okay,
Yeah,
see Philip.
hi everyone. Hi ma'am. Uh,
Hi.
I'm currently located in Bhopal and I'm working in OutSystem as an intern at Vision Force Private Limited. So my experience in OutSystem very good. So my told early that OutSystem is very different like to other area or high code, low code. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek. Hi, Mr. Felipe. How are
Hello,
you?
I am Philip.
Hi.
I'm from Portugal. I have not much experience in OutSystems. I was studying it for a while in 2000, I guess in 2000, in COVID year, but then I stopped because of other stuff coming up, and now I'm starting to study again, and I'm trying. I will probably try to do this month the first certifications. I don't know, so I'm in the very beginner in the OutSystem. Thank you.
Great. I think I may have some good tips for you. For you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good to know, Philip. Thank you.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
Anyone else would like to introduce? All right. Feel free to let us know about yourself, maybe in the chat if you feel unmuting and speaking isn't your cup of tea. So I guess it's a good time to get started with today's session, Anna. So over
Yeah,
to you.
sure. So let me start by sharing my screen. Um, Let me know if you're seeing it already. Yes?
Yes, Anna, we can.
Good, perfect. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining this session. My name is Anna, as you may already know. And my goal today is to talk a little bit on how to grow talent in OutSystems, and it could be applied to other technologies, of course. But this is based on my experience for almost 10 years now, dedicated to training, and a lot of it dedicated to OutSystems training. So this is kind of a passion for me at the moment. Um, and just to complement a little bit what I was talking with Chris in the beginning, um, I started my journey with training, because before that I was already working with OutSystems. I was a tech lead and a Scrum Master on projects in a consulting company, and we were always struggling with training new talent. So there was at the moment a big gap of junior talent or talent at all in OutSystems in the ecosystem, and we needed to grow our teams. but we were always recruiting juniors from college, for example, to join the company, and we had to step away from our projects to train them, to enable them, to give us our experience, and they were doing a lot of their training self-paced, based on the content online, which is great, but at the moment it didn't felt it was enough. We were looking for something more robust, more structured, and that didn't existed at the time. So OutSystems had a training team, but they didn't have the concept of training partners. And while I was thinking on all of this, I was challenged to join ITApp, which is the first global training partner that started training in OutSystems. And I thought, well, this is the right moment, this is the right time for a change, because this company was creating exactly what I felt it was missing in the ecosystem. So that's where I started delivering training. I had a lot of experience already at the moment in OutSystems project, so I was confident delivering the technical training in OutSystems, and I did that for some years. But quickly, I started to manage training, to grow our team of trainers, and increasing that path on my career. So what I wanted to start is to understand for the audience that is here, where are you on your OutSystems journey at the moment? At least one person already mentioned he's starting, Philippe. But the other ones, if you want to write in the chat, where are you at this moment on your OutSystems journey? Are you just exploring the platform? Are you a junior developer, an experienced developer, or are you even already training others on your work? And if someone wants to share this in the chat, feel free, or to unmute, and we can also have a conversation about the topic. Feel free to do that. Okay, it would be interesting to understand what you're looking for also on this session. Okay, Mario, you heard about OutSystems recently in March. Okay, good.
Anyone else? I would like to repeat Anna's question. Where are you with your OutSystems journey? If you can let us know via the chat or by unmuting yourself, it will be great. Please.
Okay. Okay, so maybe I can
Yeah,
continue.
so
Okay,
Anna,
February.
yeah, we can continue, but seeing the crowd, most of them already have a year of experience with OutSystems, as I know most of them have joined, and yeah, they are already a little experienced with OutSystems.
Okay, perfect. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. Perfect. So why is this growing talent and this need of training important? Because, and like it was when I started, I see that this is the same at the moment. We need to create more talent. We need to create more people that are comfortable working with the technology, so that the technology can grow, so that our customers can rely on our platform. And the best way to do that, of course, we can recruit always talent outside the company, but the best way to do that, in my opinion, my point of view, is to grow them internally. So recruit, create your team, and make your team grow as much as possible. So you already know them, you already be comfortable working with them. So you are a team, and you are a growing team. You create your own seniors, and you have your juniors all the time growing with your team. And this is strategic for the companies to keep their quality, to keep their teams, cohese and working together, knowing each other. So 2 perspectives here on how we can grow our talent. First, we can of course enable new talent, and this could be done through recently graduates or for people that is doing a career shift. And OutSystems is a really good platform for career shift. This is something I've done since I started working with training in OutSystems. Of course, you benefit a lot if you already have a degree in software engineering, in IT. But if you are from some other engineering, mathematician, other areas even, and you have a passion for software development, OutSystems is a really good platform for you to do your career shift and to start on this path. So one thing that I wanted to highlight is how you can enable your juniors, or how you can enable as a junior on your career. And then there's the other growing perspective, which is if you are already in the area, or converting from another technology to OutSystems, or if you are an experienced developer in OutSystems, it's always important for you to grow your skills, keep updated, and we'll see some different training approaches for that purpose. Okay, starting from enabling new talent, and this reflects a lot of my experience in enabling new talent. Could be juniors from the area, or people from other backgrounds, but it's you need first start by giving or looking for the foundations of programming. So understanding how software work, understanding how the programming flows work, the logical thinking that needs to be behind, and to work with OutSystems or maybe with other technologies also. You'll need a lot of understanding on SQL also, in modeling, because modeling is highly connected with the understanding of the business. Okay, and like I was mentioning, these types of low-code platforms, are really close to the business. So having a good understanding on how to model concepts of a business is really important here. And these are exercises that you can do to start, or you can give to your team if that's the case, to start. Anyone that is starting with the platform should spend some time learning these basics, practicing on modeling exercises, understanding business, understanding the concepts, a little bit of SQL, of course, and logical thinking. It could be just thinking about a recipe, okay? If you know how to cook, if you look for a recipe, you have to have all the steps detailed. So when you're learning in the platform, so when you're wanting to deliver applications with the platform, you'll need to give instructions to your code, to your program, like you do instructions to someone that is doing a recipe, that is cooking something. So the logical thinking needs to be there. When you are comfortable with this on this stage, you should move on to the OutSystems foundations. So the basics that you need to learn, and there's a lot of offer of courses, and I'll talk about that in a minute, to learn all the pieces that you need to build an application in OutSystems. So this is where you will understand the platform itself, all the concepts, the layers, how it works, and every widget, every tool that you have available to build an application with the platform. But this is still a little bit too theoretical at this moment. of course, you'll be in any type of training that you'll find, you'll be doing some exercises, and you should be putting it in practice, these little pieces that you are learning. But it's after it at this moment, and this is where a lot of companies stopped on their path. You have all the theory, but you need the practice. Okay, you need to continue investing on yourself, on your learning, or on the people that you're training, to give them practice. Okay, hands-on practice. Ideally, it would be in a real project, but sometimes you can start with tutorial projects. And I always suggest to people that pass through our training at this stage to think on something that motivates them on their lives, some hobbies they have, some side work, and think on an application that could help them solve an issue or some problem that they have, or accelerate something on their lives. And they can put this in practice, and they can try to start building, starting from modeling the challenge they're having, creating what they'll need in terms of their data, and creating an application over that to practice and to put to use all the tools that they can learn from guided paths, from online training, or the training that they have with an instructor. So hands-on, a little bit in the tutorial phase initially, and then realistic projects, of course. And this is for a company, this is the moment where you start placing your juniors on a project, and maybe you'll need to give them they need to be like pair programming, or doing this with some mentor, with someone else in the team that is supporting them. But quickly they will gain autonomy and start producing their stories, their work items, and delivering the value to the project and to the team. And mentorship through all this process. When you're learning anything, everything, you'll need to, it will be easy if you have someone supporting you. It will be easy if you have someone that you see like a mentor that has experience, that already had their challenges, and can help you grow on this path. So for enabling talent, what I want to highlight is this challenge that is not only giving the theories, not only going for online content and go through it and you'll be fine. You need a little bit more of that, besides that, to be ready for a job, and that comes with practice. And if you are a company, you can easily have ways to give this practice to your team. If you are someone exploring for themselves in the technology, it's important that you try to do your own projects initially, that you look for mentorship options, and OutSystems has that on the community also. I will show you that in a minute. And this gives you the job readiness that you may need. Okay. So what do you have available if you're starting, or if you are trying to enable your teams so creating new talent for in OutSystems? You have the official courses, you have instructor-led, so instructor-led training. This is content created by OutSystems, delivered by OutSystems or by training partners, and it's really reliable training where you have an instructor full-time with you. It could be on site, it could be remotely, but you have someone dedicated to help you, usually during a week, or there are some longer courses from partners also, but usually in around 1 week you can have those fundamentals of OutSystems. So what we could do is prepare first with the basics that you may need from logic, from SQL, from modeling, before this going into this type of training, and then do a full-time bootcamp with an instructor where you have all the fundamentals that you'll need, all the theory that you'll need, all the pieces that you'll need to work with the platform. And after that, you can explore your hands-on experience. In the OutSystems community, there are also the developer schools that can help you going. It's an easier way or a cheaper way to get there and have this type of training promoted by the community. So you need to apply for one developer school and justify what are you looking for this training. But it's an opportunity that the community gives you if you really want to go for this. It's the same 1 week type of training, but split it in 2 weeks usually. And for companies, I know that there are also some developer schools being created for partners, for customers, to enable this, to enable partners and customers that are new to the platform or expanding their teams. So this is always a good way to explore developer schools or other advanced programs that OutSystems is willing to support you with. And there are some companies doing also immersive boot camps. In this case, I'm not talking about this 1 week training that we have available on the OutSystems side. I'm talking about longer programs like 8 weeks, 12 weeks programs, where you'll be immersed on training, and you'll be completely shifting to this OutSystems mindset. And the advantage of these bootcamps, of course, it will be you have the hands-on part also on top of the foundations that I was mentioning. So usually, because these are longer courses, they'll have hands-on experience in 1 or 2 simulated projects, or even the possibility to join a real project. And this is something for someone that is starting alone, that can be good. Or if you're looking for someone for your team, you can also look for someone that already has passed through these types of training, of immersive bootcamps. They'll have a lot of experience already compared to someone that is just starting. Okay, feel free to add something, interrupt me, ask any question if you need. Otherwise, I'll also give some time for questions in the end.
Sure, Anna.
Okay, so moving to the upskill side. And I understand there's a lot of participants here, people here that already has some experience with OutSystems. But at least I think, in my perspective, it's always important to keep updated and to grow our skills. And myself, I had those challenges before, and I was always looking for new content that could help me learn new things or get better in some of my tasks quicker than just being developing and trying them. Of course, the project gives us the experience in the project gives us a huge advantage. But sometimes there are features like when mobile appeared for me a long time ago. I felt I need some dedicated training for that. When something new appears in the platform, there's always the need to understand how it works. And sometimes when we are doing it on the project, we can make a lot of mistakes if we don't have the best practices. If we don't know exactly how it's supposed to use a specific tool. So training here is also really important, and investing on yourself or on your teams to grow these skills with the right path and in the right way is always important. If you take 1 day, 3 days, 5 days to consolidate these skills and to learn the best practices, you'll be much more efficient on your projects later. I remember one training I gave a long time ago when I was still delivering training. It was professional training for targeted for the professional certification that existed at the time. And I had a lot of people on the audience that had like 5 years, 8 years, 10 years of experience with OutSystems, and they were a little bit skeptic on being on that classroom because they already knew a lot, of course, on the contents. But there were patterns, there were things that we went through on the training that they haven't seen before because it wasn't a need at the time on their projects, or because they even didn't know that those things existed. And one of the persons that was there, from time to time, I get in touch with him, and he always mentioning, well, when we were on that training, you told me something. It was about I think it was about something on the lifetime to about the deployment, and some feature that we enabled. I showed him that, and it was a game changer for their project, because they didn't know that was possible to do, and from that moment they got more productive on their deployments, from something they learned on the training. So when you do dedicated training with and you pass through all the best practices, all the topics that should be covered on those advanced features or new features of the platform, you always learn something. You learn from the instructor, you learn from your colleagues, from the networking you can do, and this is really a good way to upskill your skills, and to grow your skills. So what can you do to upskill? What types of what options do you have available? There's the advanced courses or the complementary courses, the specialization courses on the training area of OutSystems, and they are always connected, or mainly always connected to certifications. That also is a way to recognize what you have achieved. I prefer looking into certifications more like, okay, this challenged me to learn this topic on the best way possible, on the best practices, on how I should use it, more than trying just to get the badge of the certification. But actually, it gives you more credibility on your skills, because if you reach that certification, that's because you know something about that topic. So there's a lot of certifications and specializations advanced in OutSystems that you can find through training, and that will help you upskilling your career. There's also self-paced online training, so guided paths, and I didn't stress this on the new talent, because for who's just starting, I think it's a little bit harder to do it on a self-paced way. But for upskilling, it could be the right way for you, if you don't have time to invest on a dedicated training. You can also go through the content online, and learn a lot of the topics that need to be that you are looking for. And there's the community events like this one, like these user groups, and this one is not a technical one, but there are plenty of them that are technical, and you can assist them either virtually, or the ones that are on site, and that gives you a lot of knowledge from all different topics of the platform. There's always the forums, where you can put your own questions, explain the challenges you're facing and looking for an answer on those challenge, and a lot of online documentation that you can also explore to upskill and to learn more about the specific topic. Of course, I'm a fan of instructor-led training, but in this area, I think there are other options also for you if this is what you're looking for. And talking about these options, I wanted to highlight here also a bit of what's available on the training side of OutSystems in terms of training of certifications available. In the majority of these certifications usually have some training and some guided path, so you can choose to do it instructor-led or online training associated with these courses. ODC, in the ODC path, which is the more recent one, you already have a really completed path, starting with the associate developer, so the foundations of OutSystems, the basics that you need to learn to start developing with the platform. And if you already have a few experience, like 6 months, 1 year at least of experience developing with OutSystems, then you can go for a specialization. And here there are 5 of them that you can apply for in terms of certification, or that you can just learn the content to grow your skills. We have the front-end development. So if you're looking to create your templates, to improve your widgets on create custom widgets for your applications, customize CSS, JavaScript, and understanding how this what are the best practices on the platform for this area of the front-end development of your applications. This would be the right course for you. Then there's also the mobile development, mobile developer specialist. So the associate developer actually covers development in web or mobile. There are a lot of features on the platform that are common to both type of applications, but there are some specificities of mobile, like using the plugins or having the applications offline, that you'll benefit from this path of learning, this type of training and certification to understand how to use and what are the best practices. For example, in terms of offline work and synchronization, I think this is a great content, because we'll give you best practices on this. There's a lot of ways to do it, and on this course or online course, you'll have the guidance that you'll need and the best practice that you need for different types of scenarios to work with the mobile with the offline applications, for example, and how to synchronize data. Then there's the security specialist. In this image, it's a little bit outdated. It says not yet available, but it was actually released recently. This specialization, this security one is similar in ODC and O11, but it covers all the security topics that you need for to work with the platform. There's the web developer specialization also, and here we're talking about architecture, integrations, authentication on the platform. So interesting topics for people that already have some experience, but if you are growing to more a senior role, a tech lead role, there's a lot of content here that is relevant. Also working with timers, but for larger processing, for example, and again methodologies to best practices to address those challenges. So this web developer, it's a little bit more, not only web development, but a little bit of more of advanced practices in terms of web development you can find here. Or if you want to specialize only as an architect and you want to have use cases for best practices in architecture in your OutSystems applications, there's also a bootcamp and the certification for that. And if you have all these 5, you can automatically be granted with the expert developer in ODC in this case, which means you know all the scenarios, all the tools from this version of the platform, and you are an expert using them, or at least that's what we expect to happen. So all these certifications, of course, they have some practical they require some practical experience, like when you are a junior and you are starting on your career, and you need to have some hands-on experience before being in a real project, or start working productively in a new project. In this case, you should also have some experience with these features of the platform before applying for the certification. This practice is always recommended. So sometimes take a little bit between training and doing the exam to put in practice the concepts you learn. It will beneficial for you. Then you can do the exam either online or on site in Prometic Center. And this is, if you are doing it online, it will be a controlled environment, also managed by Prometric, which is an external provider that accreditates the certification, all the certifications from OutSystems. But if you prefer to go for an exam center, there's always one Prometic Center near your region, at least should be, where you can take your exam, and you don't need to deal with the internet connections or office arrangements and anything. So also wanted to show you the path that exists for O11 certification. So for training in O11 version of the platform, which is here to stay. So depending on the type of project you are starting, you could go for ODC, or you could go for O11 if you're starting, or if you are increasing your skills, maybe you want to do it in O11 or in ODC, and there are some differences on the way of working with the platform. So it's important to have both. So you also here you also start with the associate developer on O11, and you have a few of them that are the same. The majority of them that are the same concepts. So front-end development, mobile, security, web developer, and architecture. But they are more targeted to O11 in this case, and the 5 of them also grant you the expert developer certification. But you in this path you also have the tech lead, okay, the tech lead certification for O11. This certification, it's a little bit different from the others because it has a lot of focus also on the methodology. So it covers architecture, a little bit of DevOps, best practices, integrations, but it has a strong focus also on the agile development in the OutSystems way, like I like to say it, how it is recommended from the technology to be applied on OutSystems projects. So it's a really different certification because it requires also some project management experience or understanding to achieve this type of certification. And then you have the ones here in the bottom that are not associated with the developer path, but they complement the developer path. and this is the platform ops. So managing the infrastructure of your platform. It has some content that's more specific for on-prem installations of the platform, but there's also a part of the content that it's common for on-prem or cloud version of the platform. It covers lifetime, for example, a little bit of that. The DevOps certification, also covering the governance part of the platform, a little bit of testing with the platform also, and the delivery specialist. This is a specialization, the delivery one, and like the tech lead, or even more than the tech lead, it's much more focused on the way you deliver your projects, on the methodology, on the techniques that you can use to deliver projects, more than the technical part. So it's a little bit more like a management certification here on how to deliver projects in OutSystems. Okay. Anyone looking for a certification soon?
Yes, I hope to do it this month.
Great. Are you going for O11 or ODC?
I'm not sure yet. I'm doing the guided learning paths, so
okay.
I'm not sure. Maybe I'll go for the cloud one. I don't know.
Okay, ODC.
Yes, probably.
Okay, ODC is actually where it's the more recent version of the platform. So it's where you find the AI news, AI workbench, and things that are going to be released new to the platform. You'll find a lot of that in ODC more than in O11. Okay. So maybe it could be a good choice, although there's a lot of projects also in O11. And to be realistic, the development side of it's not that different between O11 and ODC. Where things start changing is when you go for these specialization parts, and for the architecture, for example, for the DevOps. There you'll find a lot of differences, but in terms of developing the small pieces of the platform, you'll be good doing one or the other and quickly understand how the other works.
Okay, actually, I'm going first to the O11 first, because I can do it in my local studio, no? But maybe afterwards I will do, because I mean, to assess the cloud, you only have a few days free. So my idea is to do the 11 version first, and then have a few days to go a little bit more in the OBC.
Sure. You have the community tenant that when you're doing the training on ODC, so you know that you have 10 days, I think.
Yes. So my idea would be
that version. But you can renew also if that version, if your period ends, you can ask for a new tenant, for a new environment on ODC, and you can continue. So you download your code and you can then install and continue from there. Okay. So don't lose everything.
Thank you for the tip.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm seeing here Jevita looking for mobile on O11 this month. Great. That's also a great certification. So we'll be talking, you'll be seeing more about synchronization processes, offline capabilities, and the device features, and exploring how to use camera, for example, and things like that. That's really good. And Mario here is mentioning also the associate 11. Perfect. Okay, so I'm almost finishing. So I wanted to highlight what's available, what options are available for you, either to start working with the platform, or upskilling your current skills. So there's a lot of online free content, self-paced learning, and I'm not talking about learning from any non-official source. I'm actually mentioning here the learn of OutSystems. If you go for the training area in the community, you'll find a lot of guided paths there for what you're looking for. There's the developer schools that I was already mentioning before, that have the official bootcamp content from OutSystems, and that could be an easy way to join the community and to learn the platform. There are the official bootcamps, okay? So not only the introductory courses, but all the advanced programs for the specializations and certifications that we were seeing. There's partner-led training, a lot of partner-led training created. I work for a company that has a lot of content developed also to complement the official bootcamps. There's a mentorship program on the community, made by the community for the community, which I think is a really great initiative, where you can find someone that has experience and have some time with them to change ideas, to see what's the best path for you to go, to talk about specific challenges that you're having. So I think this is a really good program for someone that is starting. And there's the community, the forums, user groups, the tech challenges that are made by the community. I don't know if you're aware, but there's a hackathon challenge starting really soon before one conference. But it's a solidarity hackathon. It's something that you can, if you can create a team, you can participate creating an application with the most recent features of the platform. So you'll learn for how to work with those features by putting it in practice, exploring it, but you will also be giving back to the community, because you'll be creating something that will help some institution that is in need. Yeah, and this is one of the many ways that you have from learning from others, from this amazing OutSystems community. And I think this is great to support you. Okay, so some quick key takeaways from this session. I think this is an important topic, and this is something I like to talk about, because training junior talent will actually create real business value for companies, and will help the platform this platform grow and gain credibility. Upskilling your experienced developers will help to build stronger teams. If you invest on your teams and upskilling your teams, you have a stronger team. It will help you retain more talent. It will help either the company or the person itself to grow. So long-term growth, for me, the secret is training and certification, practice, hands-on practices, always on the topics that you are exploring, and looking for some mentorship, either formal mentorship from the community or mentorship from your colleagues. But having someone supporting you on the way, it will be the secret for a long-term growth. So this is it. I'm opening for questions, comments, anything you want to share. Feel free to unmute, to tell me, or to write in the chat. And if you are running training or going for an upskilling or reskilling process, and you want to connect, I'm happy to connect and share ideas.
Any questions from the participants? All right, I take
So,
that as a
hello.
yes,
I
yes,
have,
yes.
sorry, a quick question. So I have registered for the one event. So for somebody who doesn't have much experience and wants to learn, what would you recommend
No, it's a
for the
great
event?
yeah, it's a great event to attend. It's in Portugal. It's in Lisbon this year, so maybe it's easy for you to go. And there will be a lot of technical sessions, from more introductory topics to more advanced topics. You also have the training team from in the community team there, which I recommend you to reach out and to know how what initiatives are in place and how you can take advantage of those initiatives. You'll have the chance to meet a lot of partners that will be there and customers that will be there, and probably some of them will be looking to grow their teams. So it's yeah, I think it's a really good thing for you to good event for you to attend. Um, and do a lot of you have a lot of opportunities to network, to meet developers, and to meet also maybe some partners and some customers that will be looking for new talent. And the sessions will have a lot of content. So if you have the chance to go through the online content at least before, and you have an understanding of the platform already, you'll definitely benefit a lot from those sessions. It will complement your learning.
Okay, thank you.
Any other
Anyone
questions?
else?
So I
Okay.
take that as a no. Firstly, thank you so much, Anna, for all the insights towards training.
Thank
And
you for
I
the invite, Chris, for
thank
the possibility to be here and share this insights.
absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for your time. And before that, I actually had a lucky draw activity ready. But then I felt it is really, really essential for the participants to interact, with the trainer, and I was really able to see that Mr. Felipe Lopez was throughout the session. He tried his best to engage and to interact with
Yeah.
you and with other participants. So I would like to announce Mr. Felipe as the winner of Swag Kit for today's session, Felipe. So
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. But what? I don't understand very well. You had
Yeah.
a
So, yeah. So usually as part of our user group session, we will be announcing three winners who will be getting swag kits from OutSystems. And
okay,
for this session, it shall be you. There shall be one winner, and it will be you who has won the swag kit. So I will be needing some details from you. So I request you to please. I have pinned my LinkedIn profile here in the chat, Felipe. So if we
okay,
can catch up in LinkedIn, I'll share the necessary details that I'll be needing from you to ship the swag kit to your address. So that I can, the OutSystems team shall be shipping the swag kit to you shortly, guys. Yeah,
wow! Congratulations, Flip. Maybe we'll have some a great T-shirt or something for to bring
okay.
to one conference.
Thank you very much. That was great.
I hope to
Thank
see
you.
you there on the conference.
thank
Yes.
you. Don't forget
Okay.
to
See you
connect
soon.
via LinkedIn, Philip, so that
Okay,
I can.
I'm already following you. I will send you a
Oh,
message. Okay.
please drop me a message. Yeah, all right.
So thank you very much.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Thank
day.
you so much, Phillips.
Thank
Thank
you. Thank
you.
you, everyone.
Yeah. Have a great day.
Thank you for the talk.